No, Shefty. No. It's not about me. It's not about me. It's about the team. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of hype today. There was a lot of excitement around all of it, but I just knew if I just stayed the course and I just trusted my model. If I just trusted my model, I knew that when we get to the playoffs, something would come through. Yeah. What's that? Tell Jay Smooth to stop calling you? Oh, I can do that. All right. All right, thanks, Shefty. Yeah, no. It feels really, really good. Thank you. All right, cool. Oh, hey, what's good, everybody? Welcome into the Early Edge, powered as always by SportsLine. Doing a little post-game, post-celebration interview with Adam Schefter from ESPN. You may have heard of him, but I apologize for coming on a little bit late. That was very, very rude of me. Let's go ahead and bring in the stars of the show because we got a little something to talk about right here, gentlemen, because your boy has a chance to make history because I made history earlier today. So M squared, I now feel how good it is. AB, I feel how good it is. Alex, I mean, you have to kind of feel how good it is. I don't want to take shots at you. I mean, I mean, you are in the club technically. But gentlemen, good afternoon. How are we?
We are great, Coach. I'll tell you, you getting in the club really increased the value of everyone else who was already in the club. Price to get in went up significantly. We're talking buying NFTs. The floor price doubled when you joined in. So our bags are a little more full today. Thank you.
I got removed from the club the moment that coach entered. Someone came up and tapped me on the shoulder and told me my apparel didn't fit the dress code in the club. So I was asked to immediately vacate the premises on my way out. I did see there was a picture of me at the bar. Do not let this guy back in no matter what. So I'll be on the outside of the club looking in, fellas.
I was going to say, that was my favorite part. We were sitting there all, having a drink, watching you come in, red carpet do. And then somebody looked like, Hoist Gracie came over and just threw Alex right out of the front door. Yeah, congrats, man.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You know what they say, the good ones come through in the regular season. The great ones step it up in the playoffs. And that's what I feel like today. I feel like a great one today.
You're the Tom Brady of this show, man. You're the Tom Brady.
You're damn right. Now, we got to get down to some business, gentlemen, because we are sweating a late game, just like we thought we would. We thought it was going to be tight. And then we got to get ready for the Pats and Bills in less than 1 hour. So we got a lot to get to, but we've got to look back before we look forward. And gentlemen, right now, potentially the play of the game. The Bengals are at the 10.5-yard line, 4th and inches, and they have now brought the field goal kicker out. They were originally lined up to go for it, so they're going to kick a 28-yard field goal. And let's go ahead and make sure he makes it. All right, so it's a 10-point game, 26-16. And, this is just screaming backdoor cover. What have you made, Mikey? Let's start with you of this game so far. Joe Burrow has looked the part. He's looked very, very good, and Jamar Chase is playing like an all-pro.
Jamar Chase is playing like an all-pro. They haven't been able to get the pressure on him, on Burrow, that they need to, and frankly, that some of us thought that they'd be able to. Made a number of big throws, had some things go their way in the game, but definitely looks like a team that AFC-wise anyway, we're going to be dealing with this team for the next half a decade, probably, at least.
They were talking on the telecast, AB. It was one of the wide receivers. I couldn't remember the name, but they asked him, why did you come here? And he's like, Joe Burrow. He's the guy that's going to take us to the promised land. And the belief in him and the way he plays like a cool, calm, collected superstar, they're for real. And they're now up 10. But this is why in the playoffs, you bet on underdogs, because now all they care about is winning. They don't care about covering the 6, which is what we're on as a show.
Yeah, you're so right. And we've seen Joe Burrow now in Cincinnati. The belief is there. We've seen Joe Burrow at LSU. The belief is there. How did Ohio State let this guy go? What were you doing, right? I mean, Joe Burrow's just the truth, man. Just respect to him for sure.
No doubt about it. Alex, let's come over to you, because as we look at some of the props we had earlier today, obviously several of the overs came in, and we were talking about the unders. How surprised are you that it's been more of an open game than what we thought it was going to be?
I'm not terribly surprised. I mean, Joe Burrow, to quote the great Denzel Washington, he is surgical with this ish. He looks amazing. He is just like carving Las Vegas apart. Really, really impressive. I was somewhat surprised Jamar Chase's role in this game. I did anticipate him running routes deeper down the field, which he had been doing previously they used him very creatively near the line of scrimmage. They got him involved in end arounds, just put the ball into his hands a lot, which makes a lot of sense from that standpoint. So, yeah, I'm very impressed with Joe Burrow. He has one of the best supporting casts in football. The big tight end, CJ Uzomah, is excellent. We haven't seen much T. Higgins, but this guy is an excellent wide receiver as well. Tyler Boyd is one of the better slot receivers as well. And then you have Joe Mixon to top it off. So this is a very, very good offense, very balanced as well. They can be a run-first offense, or they can be a pass-heavy offense, and as well can kind of do whatever, the game dictates. So, yeah, I'm very impressed with Cincinnati. I think they're going to be a handful for anyone to handle.
Yeah, whoever has to face them, if they can hold on here. And for the sake of this show, we're not worried about them just winning the game. We're worried about them winning by at least 7. Also, we are riding the under, which is 48.5. So something's going to have to give. Either the under is going to come in and the Bengals cover, or the under doesn't come in and the Bengals cover, or the over comes in and the Raiders cover. So everything is still in play as the Raiders trot onto the field, and we'll keep track of this game because we love sweating it live here on the show. If you are brand new, go ahead, hit that like button for me in the chat because it helps the show grow very, very much. We will get to every side total prop that you could possibly ask for tonight in the Patriots and the Bills. So, Mike, let's talk storylines first, because the last time they played in Buffalo, it was cold, it was windy, and the Patriots threw all of 3 passes. Do you think that they can follow the same script tonight and win this football game?
No, probably not. I think that the cold obviously makes an impact, but it's the wind that really the combination of the cold and the wind. So no, they're going to throw the football more than they did in that matchup. Do I think that they still try to shorten the game? Yeah, I definitely do. I think that they are very intentional about using as much clock as they can at times. I think you could see little stretches of tempo to the line and then not actually running the play until later. But yeah, I think it's going to be a very intentional effort of keeping Josh Allen off of the field as much as they possibly can, which lends itself to more running of the football. But I do think they'll get creative, have some shorter passes. I think, honestly, that they'll probably come out and throw a couple times on the first drive just to kind of get a few rhythm passes for Mac Jones to try and get him going a little bit. So at least that's what I am anticipating here. It's what I would do if I were the Patriots. So we'll see what they're going to do, but my guess is they definitely want to shorten the game and limit the number of possessions Josh Allen has.
Well, the books are responding to the analysis that you would be correct, because his total for passing doesn't even reach 200. It's like 196.5 right now. So they expect him to have a very, very conservative game. The Raiders just had a really long run by Josh Jacobs called back by an ineligible man downfield. That's hard to do on a it was actually a thank goodness, it was a screen pass. And is he over the 4 receptions yet? Because I know that was is that showdown still alive?
Very much so.
Well, he just caught another one. So, but there's another flag on the field. So as we look at it, where is he sitting at? Come on.
2 catches, 16 yards.
Okay, 2 for 16. So he needs 2 more, and flags keep coming. I mean, the Raiders are horrible with flags, but this one is a defensive penalty on the Bengals. By the way, does Derek Carr drive anybody else nuts the way he celebrates a penalty against the other team? Like, he drives me insane. Like, he's like, yeah. Oh my God. Nice guy out the field, man. One of my least favorite players on the field. He really, really is. AB, let me come over to you, because when we look at not just the prop ship, but as we look at Josh Allen, and the reason Buffalo got him was have a big, strong quarterback and hopefully have home playoff games. Well, they do now, but he's got to step up because he's no longer a rookie. He's no longer a second-year guy. How big does Josh Allen have to play tonight?
Yeah, he's got to play big, right? I mean, all the pressure's on Buffalo. And look, we talked about it previously on the show that I think Buffalo's going to come out super aggressive in the first quarter, first half, because points are their best friend. The Patriots aren't built to play a shootout style of game. The longer that this game goes, and if it's close, all the pressure is on Buffalo, not New England. Here's the hard part he's going to run up against. The Patriots have lined up in cover 3 defenses, 38% of their defensive snaps this season, 8th most of the NFL. All right. Josh Allen against cover 3, not that great, man. It's only 7.4 yards per attempt, which is 19th, and he's thrown 6 interceptions against cover 3, which is the second most of the NFL, only behind Matthew Stafford. And you know Belichick's going to come with some crazy looks, some amoeba defenses tonight. It's going to be fascinating. They're going to come out super aggressive. We'll see if they can convert.
Alex, the game earlier today when we were discussing props, it was a pretty easy discussion because the Bengals are a super, super offensive team. Tonight, it's a little bit of a different discussion, right? Where you've got a team that plays very close to the vest. Normally, they have scored 50 at least once this year, so they can't score. But in a game like this, it seems like very close to the vest, which would make props even more difficult. Am I right?
Yes and no, Coach. I do anticipate New England kind of doing or using the formula that's worked for them throughout the season, which has been a run-heavy approach. When they're winning games, it's likely because they're running the ball effectively. I do anticipate Damian Harris and Ramondre Stevenson to be heavily involved in the game plan, and I expect a minimal amount of passing from Mac Jones. I think that's all reflected if you look across the board on New England's props. You see, somewhat high rushing totals for the two backs and then low receiving totals because Mac spreads it out. There's no real dominant wide receiver outside of Jacoby Jones, who, mans the slot for New England, which is a very productive position to hold. So, yeah, I do anticipate New England kind of doing what they do best, trying to keep Buffalo off the field, leaning heavily on Damian Harris, on Ramondre Stevenson, and just kind of mixing in, the wide receivers, Hunter Henry, Jonnu Smith, Kendrick Bourne, Nelson Aguilar, Jacoby Myers.
All right. Well, why don't we start talking about this game? And let's look at our best bets as the Raiders have 4th and 5 from their own 45-yard line, and really kind of the last chance for the Raiders here against the Bengals. 4.5 minutes to play. All right, let's get into our best bets. Mikey, let's let you start.
All right, so my best bet here is going to be it's a parlay, which was originally set up as a teaser. I have the Patriots +10 and the Cardinals +10. The line has moved to the point where you can now get 10.5 if you want to add that in if you haven't already played it. But basically, we're looking for a tight division game here. Patriots have the opportunity to at least secure the backdoor cover in this one, but I expect a very competitive game here. Give me the Patriots +10, or again, if you want the current number, it would be +10.5 and the Cardinals +10.
All right. Very good. All right, Alex, what do you got for us tonight?
Yeah, I've got two props that I love, Coach. Starting with Kendrick Bourne, under 3.5 receptions. We're looking at potentially Arctic temperature, frigid in Buffalo. It's going to be a really tough environment to throw the football, especially for an offense that really doesn't possess a lot of talent, in my opinion. Led by a rookie quarterback, Mac Jones. It's been largely anemic to begin with. The Patriots have been run heavy. I was talking about it earlier all season. They have a negative 5% pass rate over expected. Only the Niners and the Titans are more tilted to the run. So I do anticipate Ramondre Stevenson, Damian Harris to be very, very involved in the game plan. We've also seen Bourne's targets come down in recent weeks. He's only eclipsed 4 targets just one time over the last 5 games. He's only had a single 4-catch game as well over that same sample. That was versus Jacksonville, who I'm pretty sure we could catch a couple of balls against. He's been held under in 9 of 17 total games this season. Bills rank first in EPA allowed per dropback, first in coverage grade. They are a very, very, very good coverage secondary. So, yeah, I just feel that this is a tough spot for Kendrick Bourne. This should have opened at 2.5 receptions, in my opinion. So I like eating the juice, taking under 3.5 receptions. The other prop that I have is Josh Allen over 7.5 rushing attempts. Over the last 5 games, he's had at least 63 rushing yards in 4 or 5 games and double-digit carries in 3 of 5 games, compared to the first 10 games of the season when he had just 1 double-digit carry game. I went back and watched these two teams play back in week 6. He had 16 rushing attempts in that game. I think we saw earlier in the season he was kind of struggling with 2 deep safeties, but he has adjusted. The Bills are running the ball a lot more. I also read a really interesting article about how the Bills are using a 6 offensive linemen more over the last month of the season than they have the entire season combined, including a season high 15 times versus the Jets on Sunday. So they are prepping to run the ball a lot. I do feel that Josh Allen is going to be a beneficiary of that. Furthermore, there's always been a narrative that mobile quarterbacks run the ball more in the playoffs and more in crucial games. And I did come across some data that supports that argument. TJ Hernandez from 4for4 put something out where he looked at all of the data of rushing quarterbacks compared to the regular season, compared to their splits in the postseason. And on average, the average mobile quarterback rushes the ball 7 yards more per game in the playoffs. So I do anticipate Josh Allen running the ball more in this game. And I really like taking the over 7.5 rushing attempts.
All right, great breakdowns for both of those. I like both of those. All right, quickly, AB, before we get to yours, we need to sweat this last play because this last play is going to be everything. All right, let me call it. Nobody react. So it's 3rd and 3 inside the 10 for the Raiders. And if they stop them here, I would assume they would kick the field goal. So it's 3:42, 10-point game, back to pass, and incomplete. So unless they do something stupid like go for it here, they should kick the field goal, and I believe they are going to. Oh, thank goodness. All right, so it looks like we're still alive. The under is not going to hit, though, because this field goal will take it to 49. But a really good play by Hubbard, who's been a beast today for the Bengals defense. And that would have been a touchdown. So, all right, good stand there. So, AB, as they kick the field goal, let me come back to you, Pat. What's your best bets for our nightcap tonight?
Yes, sir. All right, first off, we need Joe Burrow, 27 passing yards. Let's go here. We need 27. Let's get that. And me and Sia can both cash those. All right, first I'm going to go Josh Allen, over half an interception, -120 again for what we described in terms of him against cover 3 defenses and the Patriots. Not only that, you're going to see an aggressive Josh Allen in the first half, and you're going to see an aggressive Bill Belichick defense in the first half. So I like that play. Also, we're going to go Patriots kicker Nick Folk. Yes, we're going to the kickers here. We're going Nick Folk. Over 1.5 field goals at +105. We've seen out of Bill Belichick that he is not afraid to use his kicker. If they're up, if they're down 10, if they're down 17, he likes points. He likes putting it out there. And Nick Folk is one of the best in the NFL at 50 yards and in. So we're going to go both of those, and let's crush it.
All right. I love all those. Take a quick look at it. Write them down. Get them in. Those are our best bets as a show unit. Now, unless I am so it's
the under is still hitting.
Why did I think it was 49? Why did I have it in my head that it was 49 already? So it's
because you were counting touchdown with the field goal, would have been 49 with the. That's what I was counting. Points.
Yeah. So it's 26-19. So thank you to the chat and thank you to Mikey because I'm clearly not a math major. Jesse says Coach wasn't in AP math. No, I was not. So right now we would actually hit everything. We'd hit the under. We would hit the Bengals. And I don't think we're going to hit Burrow, though, because if he gets 27 yards passing, that means this game is going to overtime. And we don't want overtime today for this game. So we'll gladly take a loss there to hit on some of the other ones. All right. If you have a Coach, I can't believe there are only 7. I can't believe there's only 73 likes either. Let's go. Let's pound that like button for me. You guys know how important that is. When you log into the show, just hit it. Then put the chat right back up. It really, really helps the show. All right. If you have a prop that you would like us to talk about or you're interested in, go ahead and put it into the chat. Anything that you want, and we'll talk about it for the course of the next 5 to 10 minutes or so. But, guys, I want to talk about some of these catch props tonight because I think it's very, very interesting with the cold, but it doesn't say it's going to be super, super windy. So, Mikey, let me come to you because everybody loves to go to Stephon Diggs, but his numbers are robust. 6.5 plus 125. And then also his yardage is over 70.5 minus 105. You like either one of those?
Yeah, this one is so tough just because it's hard to get to unders on Diggs for me because he's so much of a threat. And we've seen it even in the cold game, frankly, the wind in the cold game, still got a massive number of targets in that spot. So I'm not taking the unders on it. I want to lean towards the unders on them, especially with all the weapons back. I think there will be limited possessions in the game as well. I just think that they're so good in hurry-up offense, and kind of like we're seeing with Jamar Chase here, kind of like we've seen all season with the San Francisco 49ers with Deebo Samuel, it just projects as a spot to me where I do think that Diggs just gets a little bit more force-fed his way. Just they force the ball into who they believe is their best player's hands. And for that reason, I'm not going to play the unders on it, but it is a game script where I would still lean on the unders. I'm going to stay away from them personally.
Yeah, I don't blame you. When we just don't know, the best thing to do is to stay away. Alex or AB, let me come back to you because one book, the Josh Allen prop is over 8.5, but minus 105. Or was that Alex's prop? Which one was Josh Allen?
Mine.
Okay, 8.5 at minus 105 is one book.
Yeah, I would still take it there. I do think double-digit carries is well within the most likely range of outcomes. All things I laid out previously, just between him running the ball a lot more recently, this being a big game, just relying on his legs more in the playoffs. The Bills also deploying a 6 offensive lineman a lot more. They're very committed to running the ball. So, yeah, I do anticipate Josh Allen having at least 10 rushing attempts. So I'm good with playing it at 8.5 as well.
All right, very good. AB, let me come over to you because Josh Allen, people love to play his passing yards because there is this misconception that he's a quarterback that throws for 400 yards a game. He is not. His number is 238.5 tonight. Do you like it?
That's actually a pretty low number for him. I know at SportsLine we haven't projected at 231, but 238, again, I mean, that is a low number for him and for this offense. And again, I'm telling you, this first half, they are going to come out throwing it all over the field, looking to get as many points as possible. And they're going to stay aggressive in this game. I like it. I know a lot of people are going to fade it. They're going to say it's cold, it's night. I like it. Personally, I like it. I think Josh Allen is going to go after it tonight. So, yeah, that low of a number for him, yeah, I'm all in.
All right, so let me go to you, Mikey, because Cy in the chat says, Josh Allen passing yards discussion, please. There is a FanDuel boost, over 200 yards passing, and Buffalo to win at minus 130. I'm assuming it's minus.
Yeah, I assume it's minus 130. I think it's okay to lean that way. I'm teasing the other side, which tells you that I like the Patriots side more than the Bills side. So I think it's fragile in that aspect, but it's interesting because we talk about how low that total is. And I tend to agree with AB here, even though the model's not going to allow me to play the number at 238. I have him around 232 myself. That the window between 200 and 232, him landing in that window, I think is incredibly likely. I think it's, it doesn't seem like a large gap because a 30-yard pass, but dropping that down to 200 from 235 is a massive deal for this kind of player. We project in most game scripts he's going to be around that 220-ish kind of range here. So I do lean that way. If you like the Patriots, if you like the Bills side in the game in general, then I would say it's fine to play that boost.
Okay. It is plus 130, I'm being told in the chat. Plus 130. So that's certainly better than minus 130. That's 60 cents of.
Yeah, no, it's certainly better. Like I said, if you lean towards the Bills, like if you're on the Bills to win the game, or certainly if you're betting on the Bills to cover the spread at minus 4.5 currently, like if that's something that you're doing, then yes, that is a boost that you should be playing.
All right. Very, very good. All right. Let's sweat third down at 12. And it's complete, but he is not going to get the first down. So this is going to be a sweat, gentlemen, right down to the wire. So the Bengals, Raiders are out of timeouts. So the Bengals will kick it back to them at the 2-minute warning, and they will have to drive the length of the field and score a touchdown in the final 2 minutes to tie this ball game up. And we'll see if they can do it live here on the show. This is a crazy sweat. Isn't this what football in the playoffs is supposed to be all about, right? We get 6 of these this weekend. 6 of these this weekend. All right. Apparently, there aren't too many props that people are interested in. We tell you all the time, we're only going to go until we go through them all, and we've gone through them all. So are we prepared? Is the donkey ready for the nighttime game? Yes?
The donkey is ready.
All right, so let's do it because I'm not going to sit here and just waste time, be on the air to waste time. All right, let's go ahead and do the donkey. Then we'll do the VJM, and we'll enjoy another game tonight. So what's our donkey for the night game, Mikey?
All right, we got a lot of unders here on this one. Let's see. Maybe he's going to pull it up here, my man. All right. Patriots plus 14.5 in the game. Bills plus 4.5 in the game. Under 52.5 total points. Mac Jones under 249 passing yards. Kendrick Bourne under 59.5 receiving yards. First quarter total points under 10.5. Devin Singletary, under 84.5 rushing yards. First half, under 28.5 points. And then Josh Allen, under rushing yards, but all the way up to 64.5. I project him to have around 38.
All right. Very good. I like that donkey a lot. Plus 425. By the way, quick one in the chat. Alex Davis, over 29.5 receiving yards.
Yeah, over on it with Emmanuel Sanders back, though, I am interested to see his role. I'd obviously prefer if Sanders were on the shelf for this game or inactive. Davis is the better wide receiver, more explosive, more dynamic at this stage, but Sanders seems to eat into his snap share, so I'm personally staying away, but I would lean over.
Okay, very, very good. All right, it's that time of the show, and you know how much we enjoy it. We want you to participate. Oh, I love me some Chief. So it's time for the VJM. And if you guys didn't know, I've already hit mine today. So I'm ready to make history and go into the club 2 times in one day. It's never been done. But Mikey, I still have to respect the process. And the process is you always get to go first. So who do you have tonight?
All right. So I am going with Jonnu Smith. Chief May, I don't know if he's barking because it's a big dog to happen or if he doesn't like the pick. We're about to find out. But Jonnu Smith plus 3,500. Look, I don't think that the Patriots are going to be able to throw the ball a ton. I think they're going to be able to run the ball a little bit with some success. Jonnu Smith is someone who gets to play in the red zone a little bit. He also gets rushing attempts. Look out for a Jonnu Smith little bit of a misdirection trick play in the red zone, running the football. He does that quite a bit with this team. So Jonnu Smith plus 3,500.
All right. That is very, very tasty if that comes in. Now, this next man, he's a 2-time entrant into the club. AB, what do you got tonight?
Yep, the Patriots, you look at their offense, you look at Mac Jones, it's a lot of completions under about 5-6 yards. You know what? There's not a lot of trust there either, especially with guys like N'Keal Harry. But I'm going to go Jacoby Myers because I feel he's the one guy that Mac Jones does trust beyond his tight ends at the wide receiver position. So plus 1,200, Myers, give him to him.
Yeah, it's funny when you're one of us that have gotten into the club on their own, and we kind of respect the process of what goes into the whole preparation and really targeting these type of players. So it's an art. It's a something that not everybody can do. Oh, Alex, I believe you're up next, sir. What do you got?
I'm going Josh Allen. I like his rushing attempts. I talked about the 6 offensive linemen, Bills being way more committed to running the football. I think that carries over when we get into the red zone as well. Let's go Josh Allen plus 1,200.
All right, Josh Allen plus 1,200. Of course, a defensive penalty, personal foul on the Bengals. Roughing the passer. What are you doing?
This is getting interesting here.
It's getting very, very interesting, and we're going to sweat it live.
Unfortunately, Jacobs just got over on the receptions on that.
Maestro just won that one.
Oh, no. But this is what we talked about. These late – I think, Mikey, you said this would be the only way that this would go over, was if they had to score late and a lot of little dump downs. So
I mean, he had 2 basically before this. Yeah, 2 for 15 heading into the final few minutes of the game.
Yeah. So they're all the way inside of Bengals territory now. So still a minute 39. They got all the time in the world. This is going to come down to defense playing defense. So very quickly, because all of a sudden this didn't seem nearly as important. I'm going to go with Hunter Henry plus 1,350 and a chance to make history. And the jeweler is going to go with Gabriel Davis plus 1,600. Gabriel Davis. Oh! Sack for Cincinnati. So it'll be 3rd down and long. Tick, 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 tick. So a minute 26 and counting. 3rd down for the Raiders. Is there anything more fun than sweating it live on the air? Is there anything more fun?
I'm telling you, I am losing it right here quietly. I'm not saying a word, but
no! Whoa, what a catch and throw to Waller right down the seam for about 30 yards. Oh, my goodness.
So we got a game.
We got a game. They're inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Quit playing prevent. Only 4 guys rushing. He's standing back there forever. Incomplete pass, 2nd down. Why do teams play prevent defense? It makes no sense to me. It never has. It never has. And I understand the game, and it never has. All right. Oh, all right. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10. And if you're just coming into the show for the very first time, this is not normally what the show is. We just have a lot invested in this first game. So 26-19, 50 seconds. 2nd and 10, inside the 20. Got to go back to my play-by-play days. Back to pass and incomplete. So it's going to be 3rd down and 10 for the Raiders. And as we go to 3rd down, really nothing else seems to matter right now. So this is just what we're going to do. We're just going to sweat this out together. This will be fun. Oh no! Don't give anything away. You're ahead. You're clearly ahead of me. You're clearly ahead of me. Come on, AB.
AB's not even watching the game. He's just messing with you.
No, he's not. No, he's not. All right, 3rd down and 10. 45 seconds. 45 seconds. 3rd and 10. Derek Carr. Back to pass. Wide open. Zay Jones. 1st down. What in the world? I mean, literally wide open as the defense is backpedaling. 1st and goal at the 9. Oh, my gosh.
In before the mixed extra point if they do score.
Oh, my God. Like, that would be insane.
You know they're going for 2. You know they're going for 2.
Yeah, I was going to say, do they go for 2?
I hope so. I hope. I mean, they should.
It would be on brand if they did. But this is the playoffs, though. It's not.
You got to kick the extra point.
You got to kick the extra point, I think.
Yeah.
You got to kick the extra point if they score. Or how about a stop? I'd rather a stop. All right, 2nd and goal from the 9. This is nerve-wracking. All right, back to pass. Wide open in the – oh, almost an interception. Almost an interception. Oh, my goodness. 3rd and goal, 25 seconds. Oh, my goodness.
We would have taken that INT.
Yeah. Oh, that was so close. Okay. We've got to bring some pressure here, don't we, guys? We got to bring some pressure.
Depends on who you want to win, what side you're on. I'm a Chiefs fan and a Titans fan here with my futures tickets. I would love a Raiders win.
I guess that's true. I guess that's true. I went a little heavier on the Bengals than maybe I should have. All right, back to pass, 3rd down, and he's just standing there. He's got all day. Somebody. Oh, no flag, no flag, no flag. Okay, incomplete. All right, so it all comes down to this. 4th and goal. 4th and goal. I'm not even looking at the screen because all of you in the chat are trying to ruin it with AB. So I'm not looking at anybody. It all comes down to this. 4th and goal for the Raiders. 26-19. And I've got 8 text messages on my phone. I guarantee you one of those is spoiling it for me. All right. Here we go. 17 seconds. 4th and goal. 26-19. Clock shot. 4, 3, snap. Back to pass. Into the end zone. And did he catch it? Oh, no.
Baby!
No. If that's it, we catch the Derek Carr interception. But I don't know if he dropped it, though. They got to see if they gave him the interception. Because if they did, AB, we just cashed your ticket.
Let's go.
Just cashed your ticket.
They
Let's
better
see if
give
they
us
gave
a
it
pick.
to him. Let's give either way, the Bengals have the football. But if they gave him the interception, we just cashed a prop from the earlier show. Oh, please let him hang on to that. What a great play by the linebacker. He wraps it. He goes down. I think it's an interception.
Yeah.
It is. Oh, what a great play.
Boom! It is, baby.
It is. Let's go.
There we go.
All right, everybody, look straight into the screen, and let's just give me one of these. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Come on, Mikey. Give me one. Oh, there you go.
Let's
All right.
go.
How many times do you cash a prop interception ticket with 12 seconds to go in the game? AB, that's just legendary right there. That's just legendary.
Never a doubt, baby.
I'd already put an L down.
Coach, you are the Midas touch today. Everything you are touching is gold, baby.
You're welcome, everybody. Damn, that was fun. Damn it, that was fun. All right. And I still would have had fun if I would have lost, but not as much. Trust me on that. All right, so we've got to get ready for the next game. We've done all the damage we can do. So quickly, we're going to go over our best bets one more time and get the hell out of Dodge. So, Mikey, what are you on tonight?
I am on the New England Patriots in a teaser. I have them plus 10. You can still get them, or you can now get them at plus 10.5. But I'm pairing them with the Arizona Cardinals this week. Look, I just think it's a competitive game. I respect Belichick. I respect having this division matchup. These two teams know each other incredibly well. Weather lends itself to being a more competitive football game. So let's keep it within 10.
Let's do it. I like that a lot. All right, Alex, talk to me.
Josh Allen over 7.5 rushing attempts and Kendrick Bourne under 3.5 receptions.
All right. AB, bring us home.
Woo! I love that. I love that pick right there. All right. We're going Josh Allen over half an interception tonight. And we're also going Patriots kicker Nick Folk over 1.5 field goals because Folk, bring it home, baby. Every other kicker is on unemployment, but you're bringing it to us tonight, baby.
I just forgot. Not only did we hit your interception prop, we hit the Bengals, we hit the under as well. So all three of those things happened on that last play of the game. So great for the show. But that's just one. That's just one. We're going to be on it for this next show. All right. So, there's only one thing left to do, and you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window for my entire crew, and I love them all. M Squared, AB, Prop Stars, and the jeweler who puts it all together here at the brand. I am the coach. We love this so much, but we can't do it without every single one of you. Tell all your friends about the early edge. Good luck.